Lots of hot, fresh news is hitting the Marvel Universe, so get yourself ready for a warm cup of that sweet Comic Joe.
And if you're not watching The Watcher, then you best have an excuse. The Watcher, yeah, it's always watching you.
Howdy Marvelites, I am fully caffeinated and there is a lot of comic news happening, so let's get right to it. Venom is looking for a fresh start by moving his base of operations to Philadelphia this December. And everybody knows that moving boxes in the snow is super easy, so why not? And Miles Morales now has Peter Parker's old web shooters for high-flying heroics, which is sure to impact the Ultimate Comics Spider-Man title. But of course, the biggest news coming out of the Marvel Universe right now is all about the Uncanny Avengers. Captain America, Havoc, Scarlet Witch, Rogue, Thor, Wolverine, and others will all be joining the Uncanny Crew October 10th on the Uncanny Avengers title. The Uncanny Avengers will be an Avengers team and a mutant advocacy group. The Cap is trying to repair human-mutant relations, and Havoc is, quote, being promoted to an incredibly huge position he doesn't want, innuendo, according to Rick Remender. But just because these guys are trying to pick up the pieces post-AVX doesn't mean the villains will wait to strike. We can be sure that a certain nasty Nazi will be shoving his red nose hole where it doesn't belong before you even know it. For more Uncanny Avengers news, check out the Marvel Uncanny Avengers live blog, linked in the description. So what do you guys think of all this Uncanny Avengers biz? Tell me down below in the comments section. And of course, this Marvel Now action all kicks off on October 10th with Uncanny Avengers launch parties at comic stores across the US. And while you're at it, why don't you come and see me and the other Marvel Marauders at New York Comic Con on October 11th through the 14th. And if you see me, you should probably come say hi, 'cause you might get a little something special, just saying. Hollas. And now it is time for the watch list, where I give you my top picks for books hitting comic stores and the Marvel Comics app this Wednesday, September 12th. First up, Avengers vs. X-Men Round 11 by Brian Michael Bendis with art by Olivier Coipel. How can I even begin to describe the awesomeness of this sauce? You need to be reading this if you care even remotely about the Marvel Universe. AVX number 11 is the penultimate book before the universe-defining end of this series, before the onset of Marvel Now. Xavier, Magneto, and the Avengers are all trying to talk sense to Scott Summers, but will they be able to bring him to the brink or just push him over the edge? Ooh, no spoilers, just read it. And as the two perfect companion pieces to AVX number 11, you gotta check out Uncanny X-Men number 18 by Kieran Gillen with art by Ron Garney, as well as Uncanny X-Force number 31, Chapter 7 of Final Execution by Rick Remender with art by Phil Noto. In Uncanny X-Men, take an intimate trip inside the minds of the Phoenix Five that not only fleshes out AVX, but offers a new insight into the relationships between the Fiery Five. And in Uncanny X-Force number 31, continue to follow Wolverine's arc as we head toward Uncanny Avengers number 1. The Brotherhood of the Evil Mutants is pushing Apocalypse towards his evil destiny, and the X-Force must stop them. But can Wolverine kill his own son? Now that is some Jerry Springer action. And speaking of title-defining issues, check out Incredible Hulk number 13, part 1 of Hulk United by Jason Aaron with art by Hefte Paulo. Hulk and Banner are reunited and it feels so good, but how and why and by whom? It's a mystery, but why do I have a subtle feeling of a doom? And now it is time for Amazing Fantasy Showdown, where we throw down on who we want to show down. Red Skull is coming to Uncanny Avengers this fall, and Venom is moving to Philly. But what if these two were to battle it out? Would the symbiote have sympathizer tendencies toward evil, or would the Red Skull lose face to Venom's ferocity? Tell me what you think in the comment section below. And special thanks to YouTube commenter C. Nosnevitz, who answered my question about whose powers you'd like to give Wolverine, saying, Wolverine with multiple man's duplication powers equals unstoppable. I've always imagined that being the greatest combination of power sets. Hey, they say two heads are better than one, so why not two sets of adamantium claws? Do you have burning Marvel questions? Show me your tweets, send me your questions, comments, and Hulk hardships by hashtagging me on Twitter at Lorraine Cink, and you might just get some love on the show. And don't forget to play this week's hashtag game with me by hashtagging Hulk hardships, #TheWatcher. And special thanks to @Talons3 for playing last week's Twitter game, which was #Avengers Pickup Lines, saying Hulk. Hulk doesn't always smash, sometimes Hulk cuddles. See you next time, true believers. I'm Lorraine Cink for Marvel, your universe.
your universe.